bonnet vents. So, or not vents, as we'll find out later in the video. Range Rover Sport L494, this little beast here, has bonnet vents, 2 of them, 1 either side. And there's been a bit of a history and evolution. So this video we're going to explain what the sort of timeline is, how they improve them, what's the flashiest one and the basic one. We're going to show you how to change it. We're going to show you how to pop these out and put new ones in. So let's do the little classroom bit first, shall we? So when they launched the L405 in 2014, this was the bonnet vent. And as far as I'm concerned, aware, all models, including the SVR, had this bonnet vent. Now I think there might have been an option to have a carbon rim like that, but with this mesh. So I think these are available with a black insert, but fundamentally all the Range Rover Sports had this sort of bonnet vent. Now in 2018, they've installed this new bonnet vent, and we're going to see if this bonnet vent, this later type, will fit the earlier bonnet, because our cars are 2016, so it's an early one, right? And then this one here is, let's just have a little look at the back. And if you look at the back of them, this 13 and this 18 actually, oh, we've been playing with this, actually look pretty much the same. You can see there. So that's right. And this one is different. If you look at the rear of this one, it's pretty similar on the rear, but this is actually real carbon fibre, and you can see on the back here. So this is a super lightweight, real carbon one. We're going to see if we can get some carbon effect. And this lettering's really, it's actually below the surface, and as you move it, you can see it sort of, it's floating in the middle of the resin, which is really quite cool. So that's the carbon fibre 2018 one. So that's the timeline.
So they did the 2018 one, we think this was a carbon, possibly SVR, but then you had the carbon pack for the SVR, which then came with
a different bonnet with a big air scoop.
Had two big scoops that dove in at the front, and they didn't have any vents on the back of that carbon bonnet. So if you've got vents, this is the flashiest ones that we can find
for a bonnet. So so I reckon these are going to be the most desirable if you like your carbon. If not, let's have a look if the 2018 will fit then, shall we? How do we get these out? Right. So first thing you got to do is pop your bonnet. Now, we did have a go to see if we could like lever it out from here, but there's no way. It's not giving it up. You can't get underneath it. So we found the easiest way is if you just get this sound deadening bit here and just move it to the side a bit. There's no clips. Maybe don't move it as much as we're moving it, in case you crease it. But in here somewhere, you can find at the end of my finger there, can you see that on the camera?
Yeah.
There's one of those clips is pointing down. So I'm going to get my thumb on it and push with my thumb. And you can see there, I've pushed that out. And then I'm going to wrestle with it. And there we go, that's popped out. So there's no fixings on it. And if we have a look at these little plastic clips here, they're pretty robust clips. We haven't broken one yet, but let me just show you how these, if I can get my fingers around it, as you see, just to show you the sort of, go on. So how they work. So they're sort of an omega shape. The middle clips clip over the peg, and then you get this sort of widening spear effect. If you look on there, those middle clips, let me put that back. So if they become dislodged, again, they don't normally, but if they do, you just get those, and they just clip on over there. So there we go, so that's it, right? So do the 2018 bonnet vents fit? So let's put that one, let's grab a 2018, okay? Now, when you take yours out, when you take yours out, it'll be dirty, but the thing to note is they're not actually a bonnet vent. There's no hole in the bonnet, there's no air coming out the bonnet, they're purely decorative, okay? So worth noting. Right, now these 2 pins here are alignment pins. They're slightly longer than the clips, so you want those to engage in those round holes first, and you'll feel, and then it will sort of sit on the clips, and then there we go. So yes, you can fit 2018 bonnet vents to an earlier Range Rover Sport L494.